What's good, family? How's everybody feeling today? TGIF. Well, I'm coming to you this afternoon because in my spirit, I'm feeling a little conflicted. I'm going to tell you a little story and I'm going to tell you why. It's actually a couple reasons. But the other day, I was going to Wendy's to get myself and my son something to eat. And I saw a family who looked foreign. It was about 5 of them. It was a husband, a wife, and 3 kids. There was a son. He looked like he was about 17. I saw a little girl who looked like she was about 3, and then they also had a baby. But they were holding a sign up asking for money. So I did my thing. I went through the drive-thru, and you know, as Americans, we see these type of things all the time. Sometimes we're impressed to give, and since we see it a lot, we're desensitized. A lot of times we pass by these folks. So like I said, I did my thing, ordered my food for me and my son, and I kept it moving. And something told me to turn around because I kept looking, you know, just to see what this family was about. And something in my spirit said, you need to turn around, bruh. You need to turn around. Like, you about to eat this Wendy's. Not the healthiest choice, but you made a choice of what you wanted to eat and when you wanted to eat it. And you didn't have to ask anybody. So that spirit told me to turn around, so I did. Turned around, I pulled up, got out the car, and I saw some other people by them, but not actually speaking to them. So I addressed the man first. How you doing? My name is Devon. You know, what's your name? I introduced myself to each individual of the family. They were very nice. And I asked him where he was from, and he said Romania. I asked him how long he had been here. He said a year. And I said, do you like it here? And he said, yes. Mind you, he's out in the cold with his family asking for money so he could eat. Was he homeless? No. He said he lived 15 minutes away in an apartment, and they had a vehicle. So he wasn't homeless. But what I'm trying to get you to see is, although he was outside in the cold with his entire family asking for money to eat, he still believed and felt, and in his opinion, where he was currently at geographically was better than his country. I said that to say, as spoiled Americans, our cupboards most of the time are full, but we may not want to eat that. So we may go out to eat by choice. Restaurant, fast food, grocery store, whatever it is. But we are so spoiled. Spoiled. And this is something that I preach to my kids, but I'm guilty of it too, because where was I? At Wendy's. When there was a family who was in need. And so I pulled out the cash that I had in my pocket because, once again, as Americans, we don't really carry cash. We do debit cards. We do credit cards. I had like $19 cash in my pocket. That's what I gave to the family. And I actually felt bad about that because, once again, as Americans, what's $19? But they were so grateful. Standing outside in the cold, grateful. Every one of them smiled at me. They had good attitudes. But we are so spoiled. We're so systematic. We're so traditional. We're so selfish. And the thing about it, it wasn't always like that. As Americans, we used to help one another. You see somebody broke down on the side of the street, you would stop and help. You see somebody in need, somebody needs clothing, food, shelter, we would stop and help. But unfortunately, there's a lot of things that go into that. I know a lot of times we think, well, that's not my problem. A lot of times we think, I'm not trying to get killed. Because people are killing each other these days for no particular reason. But we need to adapt to the spirit that Jesus had when he came to this earth. He said that he didn't come to be served. Even though he's our creator, he came to serve. So I had this conversation with my barber today, same conversation. I was on Facebook. I saw a gentleman that I went to school with, Oakwood College. He was saying the same thing on Facebook. So it's just a confirmation in my spirit that we are so caught up with tradition. We're so caught up with rules and regulations. We're so caught up with the nice system that we participate in church. And I'm not dogging church. There's nothing wrong with church. But we go in our nice little, we have heat, air conditioning, our little soft seats. Sometimes we have food after church. Like, we're just used to this system. But people out in the world, they really need our help. And it's not about system. There is no song of worship. There's no tithe. There's no choir. There's no praise service out in the street. Those people are not worried about that kind of stuff. And then we have the nerve, if the music is not good, or if a certain preacher is not speaking, we don't want to go. Or if we didn't get our clothes taken to the cleaners, or if we don't have that certain outfit, we don't want to go. We're so caught up in systematic religion, it's mind-blowing. When I go to these juvenile detention centers, these boys need to be met. Their needs need to be met first. But we are so caught up in tradition and in systems. And so that's what I wanted to let you guys know, that I'm a little perplexed right now. I'm having some issues within myself. I've done the religion, I've done the church system all my life. And now that I'm in the streets, they're two totally different things. I'm in the streets relating directly to people. My focus is young men, ages 10 to 24. But I'll speak to anybody. But I have a passion for young men, young boys. So we need to get out of our comfort zone and go where we are uncomfortable. That is where we receive our blessing through fear, through having a hesitation. That's where we receive our triumph and our blessing. Not in the perfect little audience of the church. The church is great, but get out. After you go to church, get out and do something. Go to the hospital. Go to the jails. Go to your community. Go to somebody's community. Because these people are broken and they need us. They need our help. Not only do they need our help, they need reality. The Creator chose us to help save the lost. He could have did that himself, but he chose us to help save the lost, the broken, the shut in. So that's what we have to do. And when I say this, I'm definitely included in everything that I say. I'm not preaching to nobody. I'm not preaching to the church. I'm not preaching to anybody. I'm included. There's no pointing fingers here. So now you guys know why I'm conflicted. I'll be okay. It's going to be okay. It is definitely going to be okay because the Creator said it's going to be okay. Also, I would like to share with you, I'm so excited that I have partnered with a company called Lux Brand. I actually have the backpack on right now. You can only see the strap. But it's a new company, luxury clothing for men and women. If you would like to check it out, all you have to do is jump on their website, luxbrand.co. luxbrand.co. You can jump up there, see if you like anything. I will have this information under my video. I also have a link, not a link, but the website if you are out of state and if you are international. So visit the website, see if there's anything you would like. Christmas is coming up. If you see anything you like, purchase. I'm also going to have a 20% off coupon if you check out under my video. Running Man 20, that's what it'll be, but I'll have the information. Also, if you like my videos, if you like this video, I would love for you to subscribe. Once again, it is Friday, people. Get out there, touch someone, talk to someone. You don't have to be a pastor. Just show some love. What comes from the heart touches the heart. Don't forget to check me out, subscribe, look down under my video. So for that 20% off, luxbrand.co. All right, The Running Man Speaks.